LTE Handover transfers an active UE connection from one serving cell to another so that communication can continue while the user is moving. LTE normally uses Hard Handover, or break before make mobility. The UE leaves the source radio connection before completing access to the target cell. Handover can be driven by radio quality, coverage, mobility, load balancing, and network policy, with the serving eNodeB making the mobility decision. From a radio perspective, LTE mobility is commonly explained using three categories: intra-frequency, inter-frequency, and inter-rat handover. In intra-frequency handover, the source and target LTE cells operate on the same ERFCN. The UE can normally measure neighboring cells without measurement gaps.
Inter-frequency handover moves the UE between LTE cells operating on different RFCNs, often for optimization, capacity balancing, or frequency layer mobility.
Before mobility can be evaluated, the source eNodeB configures UE measurements through RRC, including measurement objects, report configurations, and event parameters. Event A1 reports when the serving cell becomes better than a configured threshold. Event A2 reports when the serving cell becomes worse than a threshold. Event A3 occurs when a neighbor becomes offset better than the serving cell. After the configured condition persists, the UE sends a measurement report. The UE sends an RRC measurement report to the source eNodeB containing the configured, serving, and neighbor measurement results.
Event A5 uses two conditions: the serving cell becomes worse than threshold 1, and a neighbor becomes better than threshold 2. The source eNodeB performs the handover decision. The MME does not make this radio handover decision in the normal X2-based procedure.
The source eNodeB now directly contacts the target eNodeB over X2 by sending the X2 AP handover request.
The target eNodeB performs admission control, verifies available radio resources, and prepares the required bearer and radio context for the incoming UE. The source eNodeB sends RRC connection reconfiguration containing mobility control info. This is the LTE radio handover command, instructing the UE to access the target. After receiving the command, the UE leaves the source eNodeB, starts the handover execution timer, and synchronizes with the target cell.
The UE accesses the target eNodeB through random access. With dedicated handover RAT resources, contention-free random access can provide faster target access. After successful target access, the UE sends RRC connection reconfiguration complete to the target eNodeB, confirming completion of the radio side handover. The target eNodeB now sends an S1AP path switch request to the MME, requesting that EPC traffic be redirected toward the new serving eNodeB. The MME instructs the serving gateway to update the bearer. The serving gateway updates the downlink tunnel, routing new user traffic directly to the target eNodeB.